Hey guys, hello and welcome to another video of Power Automate today. So today we'll be seeing how credentials work in Power Automate. We'll be seeing how can we create credentials in Power Automate and how can we utilize them in Power Automate. We'll be also seeing the environment variables and how can we create environment variables and how can we utilize them in credentials, right? So in order to create credentials, we have now credentials preview available. This is not meant for production use and this is only in the preview mode currently, so we'll be seeing it in the development environment, right? So in order to create a credential, you click on credential preview. If you are not able to see it here, you click more, click discover all, and under the data section, here under the data section you see the credentials, right? And you click on new credentials. So in order to you know utilize the username and password, we have to create the environment variable. So what our environment variable is? The variable which are subject to change from one environment to another environment. For example, you have an application which is in development and production, which has a different URL, right? So URL will subject to change from development to production. So those kind of values are stored in environment variables. Also, the username and password are different for development and production, so those are also can be stored into the environment variables, right? So if you see here, to create environment variable, it says go to solution page and create environment variable to use in your credentials, right? You can also choose to click here, but we will go to solutions, and here we will create new solution, and we can give it a name as environment solution. You can choose any publisher, or you can create your own name. Just click create, and once your solution is created, we will have the username and password under this solution, right? So once this is created, click on new, click on more, and so what should be the display name? First is the username, and username for which application, right? Or username for which machine, or username for which cloud. Let's say I want to utilize for machine 012, right? So username for machine this, always give description. The data type should be text, right? Default value, you can give any default value, and then you can also give the current value. If you give current value, then default value will be overridden. Right? Let's just click save. Now our username has created. Let's create the password kind of value. So here we will give the password, right? You choose the data type. For password we choose secret, and these secret are stored in Azure Key Vault. Here you get the value of Azure Key Vault. Here if you click advanced, you will have the option of Azure Key ID and subscription ID, which you can get from the admin center. For now, let's just click save. So when you give the value of Azure Key ID and subscription ID, you will also have an option to, like how we stored the username, you will also have the option to write the password, right? So this password and username are created. Let's just publish. So alternatively, what you can do is you can have all your credentials or all your username for machines, all your username password for Cloudflow in under single solution, right? And whenever you want to update, or whenever the password is changed, you can update that particular solution and you can update that particular environment variable, right? So this is being published successfully. Now we go to credentials, and if we click on create credential, let me just refresh it once more. So when I create, see, you are getting the option to create credential, and you can choose any name. For now, I will choose the application name, or you can have your Cloudflow name, and then I'll use for what machine I want to utilize it. Right under description, you should give the machine name Cloudflow or Dexterflow, and the application name for which you want to utilize these credentials to avoid any confusion. So under username, you give the username, and under password you have the password and you click create. Right, so your credential is ready to be utilized. You go to my flow and let's just create a flow to utilize these credentials. Right, let me choose the old designer. So I want to utilize these credentials in one of my desktop flow. You choose the desktop flow, connect with username and password. So it is asking for what machine or group. Since I do not have any connected machine, so it is not giving me an option. But if you are connected with any machine, you will get all the options of machine here or machine group here. Right. So username, you are getting the option here, and now there's a new option, switch to credential. I click here, and here I am getting the credentials. Right. So this is how you can use, this is how you can utilize your credentials in the cloud flow. And in order to utilize these credentials in desktop flow, what you can do is you go to your desktop flow, edit it, and pass the input variable from there. Right. When you choose input variable from there, you will get, when you choose the desktop, that particular desktop flow in here, you will get the option, or you will get the variable to pass from your desktop flow, and you can pass those environment variables from here. Right. So this is how you can utilize your credentials in cloud flow. We'll be seeing how can we call those environment variables into our desktop flow in our next video. For now, this is all about credentials. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Happy automation.